Welcome back to my channel, guys. I am grateful to be here and I am appreciative that you are back here. If you're one of the old viewers, welcome back and thanks for hanging in here with us. If you are new, thank you for stopping by. I want to just do a brief intro to a video that was shot. It was a series of other parents' perspective. This is other parents' perspective for number 4. The last one was on Gina's painful perspective. I'm going to put all the links in this video so you can follow and get to understand it. How do you like my lighting? I am excited about this new ring light that I got. And if you are new, I just want you to know that my name is 𝒪𝓊𝓅𝓇 𝒰𝓈 𝒪𝓊𝓐. A survivor. I'm a mental health, I have career in the mental health field, and I am also a practicing mental health and telemetry message nurse. And this channel is about educating on mental health generally. It's about childhood trauma, which is our focus. It's also about mainly parental alienation, how it affects children, a long term, like now as children and then throughout the lifespan and as adults. We talk about some mental health illnesses that they end up being stuck with all their lifetime because of parental alienation. So our goal here is to raise awareness on parental alienation and help people refrain from practices that involves parental alienation so our children can become healthy individuals. Come on board with me. Let's talk about Jross. So obviously Jross is going through financial crisis, living situation, blah blah blah. So she agreed with the father of the children, obviously ex-husband or whatever, saying that, hey, let's talk about help me take care of the kids. Not help me, it's our kids, but we both agreed the kids should be with the father for a while whilst Jross figures out her living situation. Okay, and this is what happened. The father called and said he decided he should keep the kids since we are over. He denied me to see the kids. He would make excuses to get in arguments or don't answer or tell me he's busy. This is obvious. You guys know I've been through all this. He jumped on me, stole my phone, and saw I was mingling. Mind you, he had 2 girlfriends then. He's been using that against me since last October. I get harassed and called names all the time trying to reach out. I feel helpless. I want full custody because he's only going to make matters worse for me, even finding a reason to fight me. He told my sons about my personal life and say I live with another man, which I had to explain to my son. It wasn't true. My youngest refuses to say I love you. Oh, I can't let him win. I love my babies. I have proof. So this parent is obviously in the very, very, very acute state. Okay, Jross is in the acute state. She's facing financial crisis, and it may sound maybe she's also not making the right choices. You understand? Which is allowing the husband to use things against her. You understand? She said that the man jumped. First of all, she said that she gave the kids. They both agreed that the kids should be with the man because she has to figure out her living. You see what I was telling you? Stability and security. Safety, stability, security. These are vital things when you fight child custody. Jross can go to court and may not win because the kids live with the father. They will maintain that stability for the kids. 2, he's now using things, lying. He's now causing a lot of alienation by telling the kids about what the ex-wife does with her personal life, that she lives with a man and blah blah blah. The little child, and when they are little like that, they have pain. The alienator is making them believe one thing, and they themselves are in pain because they miss you and they feel like you don't love them enough. My little child is the one that went through that. The good thing with him is he's curious. He always asks questions. So he will come be like, Mom, he's always have to be validated. I said, what saved me is my consistency with them and undiluted love, and I remain the same. The love is the same. The discipline is the same. It is the same when they were in two homes. It is the same now. It is the same when they were in two homes. I was paying child support. It is the same now when they are with me 100% and I'm paying child support with no support from anybody. That is what helped me. So I'm worried about this Jross because is in acute state and things don't sound good to me. Even as a woman, I feel like she's making some poor choices right now. She made the kids go to their father because of her own needs, and he is saying that she live with a man. She said she does not. It's none of his business anyway, but to bring the kids into it. And then if that is the reason why she sent the kids off to the father, because she needs space, things are not sounding well with me there. But think about it very well. This sounds dangerous to me. The first thing to do when you find yourself in parental alienation, divorce, custody battles, co-parenting situation is secure your safety and security needs. Make sure the kids have a place to come to when they are with you, when you go for them, when it's time for you to visit with them. You have a home, stable home. You have I didn't plan on buying a house in Maryland. I was in their need of living in Maryland to get away from the drama and all the people he has recruited to be brainwashed and to think ill of me and to be, I was attacked at a shop, a grocery shop, a Ghanaian grocery shop in Laurel, Maryland. I told you guys about that. All because of the narcissistic parental alienator was the malignant kind of narcissist parental alienator I was dealing with. You understand? And then even though, like I said, the court never gave me full custody, every time I filed for custody modification, it increased. My assets increased. You understand? When I was moving to Buffalo, New York, and I lost custody, and they gave me every 1 weekend a month. How? And I went fighting. It went to every other week. If they are with him this week, next week they'll come to me, but they'll come with me from Monday to Thursday every other week, because he's trying to avoid reducing child support or having him to ever pay me child support, or me not to pay child support at all. He will send me emails and say, just forget it, just go ahead and pay your child support. It was always about the money for him. You understand? But regardless of everything, money wasn't my priority. My priority and focus was the kids. So I did things, took steps that will affect a better impression when I go to court. So as much as I was gunned by the judges, I agree with everybody else. But this lady right here, while she's going through a lot, while the father is being an alienator, which is true, everything going, if what she said is true, she has to get herself together. She has to worry about her stability, her means of survival. He has to prove beyond reasonable doubt that when the kids come to her, they have food to eat, they have a place to stay, abuse-free environment, they have. Think about that. You understand? My kids can never tell you, this is my boyfriend. You understand? So what you have to focus on in such a situation is your stability, your safety, the kids' safety. You have to be able to prove that when they come to you, they have a place, a reasonable, secured, safe environment to come to you and live conveniently. Safety, like the Maslow hierarchy of human needs, right? The basic needs are being met. That is very primary and paramount when you are in such a situation, okay? So I'm kind of worried a little bit about her, about Jross, about this Jross, okay? Jill N said, I am going through this very same evil practice called parental alienation. It's devastatingly heartbreaking. I am crushed in constant agony and separation anxiety, to say the least. It is true. These are some of the things you go through. If there is a lawyer out there, I'm looking for advice on how to take this and save my gifts from this terrible mental and emotional abuse. This is my kind of parent. She wants to change the situation for her children, to save them from this terrible mental and emotional abuse. May God grant me the grace to carry on. She is very optimistic. She is using her inner strength of belief to fight this battle, and that is wonderful, because when you are going through such thing, you do need resilience, you do need support, and if you don't have that physical support, you may need to type your spiritual support strength. And one of the things to have is the ability to pray, follow what your faith and your beliefs are, and tap in the benefits that they bring to you. Okay, so the last person we are going to talk about, the last perspective, is Jennifer. Jennifer said, I am a survivor. Hey, that is it. Come on to the survivor's world. Yes. So Jennifer said, I'm a survivor just like me. I'm trying to be a survivor here. It took my ex 10 years. Oh, Jennifer. It took my ex 10 years to complete his mission, and he's done a good job. Yes, he has done a good job. Trying to destroy my kids' life, destroying my kids' foundation, taking my kids' childhood away from them. He has done a good job. He has. I had 3 children and 3 grandchildren. Oh my God. Now he has them. First, for any parent going through this, male or female, document. She said, document. Did you hear this on my channel? Did you go and check 11 evidence-based coping strategies alienating parents can use? It's on there. Check that video. My very favorite videos. I think I love that video, because that is, I keep talking about tactics and what alienators do. But then we need to know how we can cope. You understand? Jennifer said, document. Parental alienation has quickly become an epidemic in this country, and most family courts are starting to penalize the aggressive alienator. I'm yet to see that. I don't think so, but if she says that, then great. But I'm yet to see that. You must have concrete documentation though. Yes. In my case, every documentation I have, lawyers tell me, stop taking the kids' video, stop taking the kids' pictures, stop. So how am I going to be able to prove my case? You see, so it has been hard. It has been a journey for me. It has been terrible for me. It has been detrimental for me. But this is what they are saying. So please, let's come together and learn. This is her suggestion, and I cannot agree with her more. Okay? If you can afford it, please start to take your children to a therapist. I have requested that from the very get-go, especially when my son was losing touch with reality.
Like if stealing is, if I, example, I can't give you the specific examples because it's been a while, but let's say you and I keep saying you and I believe that stealing is wrong. My son believes stealing is right because it will come naturally for him when he has to testify in court, and then it will go in the alienator's favor. So made to tell CPS and stuff that I caused them injuries, I did this, I did that, when I have not done none of those things to them. You understand? So what she said is very important. If you can afford to take the child to, I have requested. I even want the court to order it so it will be mandatory for the child to have, my big son especially, to have therapy. That was always denied because the alienator made it seem he didn't need it. And finally, last year when he sent the child for therapy, guess what? He told them, this is when they are doing the intake. This is it. I don't want to tell you this for it to be like I'm being mean to their mother or whatnot. But their mother have mental illness. Their mother is this. Their grandmother is this. And none of that is true. You can't even prove it. So my son told me, and I have to dig down and find this therapist and track her down. Track her down, guys. Track her down. And then deal with it. Finally, my son is out of that situation. Because my thing is, when you giving in the intake process, when you're giving this false information, it affects the diagnosis that is assigned to your child. And this diagnosis lasts a lifetime, a whole lifetime of the child. And I don't want that. I want, if the child will receive therapy, great, but it should be the right plan of care. But if you are diagnosing the child with wrong diagnosis, then obviously he's going to live all his life with this diagnosis, and on top of it, he's not going to have the right plan of care directed at his care. You understand? So now, even if you ask him why is he in therapy, he don't know. If you ask him, not that he don't know for a good reason. Like, he don't feel like he has a need. When he first came to me and he went to therapy, he was talking about all the things that was going on in his life. They just did, now they asked him, and then he quit therapy on his own. He didn't want to go to therapy. And then now he's like, when he has to go back to therapy, when they ask him all these questions, he said no, he don't feel isolated anymore. He don't feel this anymore. He don't, like all the problems he had before, he said he doesn't have it. So, you know, but I'm telling you, I'm so proud of him. My baby is doing so well in terms of, he's not perfect like any teenager. He's only 13. He'll be 14 in August. In a few more months. Maybe 3 months. Yeah. So I don't think he's doing so bad. He has overcome a lot of things. Yeah. He probably needs to hear this from me more often. But it's like I'm always like expecting the up notch. You know, if you know me, I'm a perfectionist. The expectations for them is, the bar is always set high for them. So I'm always like on top, like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? But hey, so that is it. So the damage that is being done to them is irresponsible. I know. I agree with Jennifer. Getting them into therapy earlier in the process will not only provide you with concrete documentation, but may just save your relationship with your children, which is true. That's the focus anyway. You want the kids to have a good relationship with you. You want them to be sound. You want them to have good relationships with their peers, with everyone that they find themselves dealing with. You understand? So that is the main thing. Therapy is for them, for the kids, to help them with coping, help them, building them, and helping with their perceptions, their outlook, and how they perceive things and perceive situations and look into things, you know, and see things. This is something I wish I had done from the beginning. Lastly, realize that this has nothing to do with what is best for your child. This has everything to do with the other parents deciding to be a judge, jury, and executionist. And that is so true. The narcissistic parental alienator actions and everything, it's got nothing to do with what the child needs. It's all about them. It's basically, that is what it is. It's totally about them. Nothing more, nothing less, okay? It has taken me 10 years to realize that I was a great mom. I'm smiling at this lady because I kind of feel the same way. I mean, I always know I'm a great mom. He almost destroyed me. Oh my. Tell me about it. I mean, I'm still standing and I'm striving in my recovery. My prayers for any parent having to mourn a living child. Guys, Jennifer has summed it up for us. Jennifer has made it so easy. But as easy as Jennifer sounds, I give you the same soundness. I want you to recover if you are going through this situation. I want you to reach out, engage, communicate, join the wagon. Let's educate others on parental alienation. And one day, we, like myself and Jennifer, will all begin to sound so light, so fun, so relaxed, and see the best and the light at the end of the tunnel. Get yourself well, get yourself some chill pill, and get the stress related to parental alienation out on a good note. Subscribe, like, and share, guys. Till we meet in the next episode, stay parental alienation free, guys.